Perfect.
Hey y'all, hey, welcome back. Happy Sunday, and welcome to the newest edition of the Queens of Boxing Talk. I am Nik-J. This is my player partner, Boxiana, the Menace / publicist. And we came back in here this evening so that we can recap all the good stuff that we saw on yesterday evening. Y'all come on in the room. Hit the like button on your way in. Share the episode if you're on YouTube or if you're on Twitter so that more viewers can come on in the room with us. And we're going to get it popping this evening because guess what? We got to go work tomorrow, okay? So we're not going to be in here too long. Friend, how you doing?
Long weekend, friend. I'm ready to just, yeah. How about you? I love you. I'm big hair. I love your big hair.
Thank you. I'm gonna have to throw her away. She getting a little tangled. Her synthetic, so she ain't gonna give me too long.
And for all the girls that watch this show that are the wig girlies, let me tell you how to shake that synthetic wig back. Get you a little bit of fabric softener and water. Spray it and brush it out. Thank me later. Not lying.
Is it gonna keep boil it? No, Janae, boil it.
That one. Synthetic, you just fabric softener, water.
Is it gonna keep the same pattern?
It's gonna keep the same pattern.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll try that when I get off of here. Learn me something. Learn me something. Y'all come on in the room. How you doing, Nakia? Make them freeze. Corbin, what's going on? Hey, RT. How you doing? Sticks and Jabs. Pablo Escobar is in the house. Hey, Sean Terrence. How you doing, Marcus? What's going down, Georgia Peach Denise? T9's boxing class is here. All Around Strong came through. Quincy Robinson. Sheldon Holmes. How y'all doing? Hey, Quail. What's going down? Follower of no man. I heard that. Come on in the room then. Keisha Sellers. Hey, girl. Hey. What's going down, Janae? How you doing? Hey, Daniel Grayson. What's going on? Mr. Big Play Bray is in the house. Phenomenal Mexican has shown up this evening. And Shogun 76 is here. Y'all come on in. Come on in the room. I know it's a lot of people that are live right now. It was a lot going on, so we appreciate you guys coming in, spending some time with us, getting our output and our viewpoint of what transpired on last night. So we're not going to be in here for a long time, just a good time. So we're going to jump right on into it. We want to talk about last night's fights, and we will cover, if we have time, the press conference for the Ring 4 that's coming up in November. But about last night, okay, it was a 5-card main event showdown. And the very first card, I mean, it was good from top to bottom. I was thoroughly entertained from top to bottom. Even the very first card of the night. Now, don't be mad at me because I did not get the gentleman's name that were on the very first fight of the night. The young Asian fella. But he beat that boy up so bad. I want to say he made it to maybe round 2. And he was out of there. Did you see the first fight, friend?
I did. I want to say it was round 2, friend, and he was out.
He really didn't have no business in there. It didn't look like to me. Hey, K Migs, I see you. What's up? Cooliest03, Boxing and Barbecue. JP City and slid through. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Come on in the room. So, yeah. The first thing I noticed before I even looked at the fight was the arena, the atmosphere. It was so many people having so much to say about this fight card taking place in a tennis center, on a tennis court. You know, they didn't know what to expect, which is understandable, but not knowing what to expect and then talking negatively about it, not knowing what to expect because you ain't never been there. Don't do that. How did you like the venue from your
It was
TV?
nice. It was nice, friend. I mean, it wasn't no special razzle dazzle. It just it was nice.
I mean, it wasn't special razzle dazzle, but people were talking like it was going to be horrible and why would they choose a tennis center and blah blah blah. It looked like any other event to me.
Of people
Say it again.
boxing fans are never happy.
It looked good from my TV too, Janae. I thought it was awesome. I've been to the tennis center before, so I was excited because from when I was there, I know that it's really no bad seat in the house. The way it's built and constructed, you can really sit anywhere and have a decent view of the ring. So it translated well on TV, and from what I was hearing, people that were actually in the event, they were saying that it was, you know, a really good event for boxing as far as the seating and stuff. It was no bad seats in the house. So that was the number one thing I noticed watching it. It looked good on TV and it looked packed once everybody got off in there. So I was happy about that. Yeah, people do just want to complain. Hey, Teach, how you doing? So then we go to the second fight of the night. And I loved it because each and every fight was the commentary. They had Tarver back. They also had Lemons. Is that his name? Junior. They had him back, and it was one more other person. They had the British dude there. And I know a lot of people were like, why are they talking about soccer in between time? Y'all, it's on DAZN. Y'all know DAZN streams everything. So they had all that going on. And yeah, a lot of people were not for the Tarver commentary. Nonetheless, we move on to fight number 2, which was Morel versus Kataya. Friends. That was a controversial decision. How did you feel about that decision?
I had Javier, however you say his name, he won that fight. And Sergio Morel said the same thing. He won. The Sergio Morel disgusted. He was so disgusted last night. Like, this is a misjudgment. He was so upset. Yeah, Morel is not that good. He fought a lot of warehouse workers, and it beefed him up to make him look like he was something. But David Morel is not that good.
Friend, you've been saying you weren't sold on Morel, haven't you? Yeah, he don't listen well, and he's not a very. He plays too much. He does not focus well. He does not listen to his coach, and he plays too much. Now, Keisha Sellers, girl, I don't know if he was on PEDs last night or not, but we do know that he was handed down a 2-year suspension here recently for something that happened back in April of 2024. So he's been fighting since he had the pop. I don't know how and why he's been fighting since then, but they just decided this week to tell the people that he has a 2-year suspension starting in June of this year through June 2027. I don't know how they got around that. I would assume somebody named Mr. Alashik with some money, grease, some palms. I don't know. However, and I don't know if there was drug testing for this fight. I would assume so, but hey, we don't know. I don't know. Have no idea. I thought it was a travesty because I thought Kataya won that fight. I thought he easily won that fight. He had the knockdown. He was landing the harder, more noticeable punches. David Morel had some good moments in the fight, but he did not, to me, he did not win that fight at all. Not even a little bit. Towards the end, the Russian got a little tired, and he maybe took a round or two off. But I'm thinking he thought he could do that because he was up on the scorecards, because truly, he really was.
Well,
but I guess
lying to him too.
Say it again.
His corner was lying to him too, telling him he was winning the fight.
Who, Katayev's corner? Katay?
David Morel's corner.
Oh, were they? Oh, wow. So Ronnie Shields was telling him he was winning? Really? No, Ronnie, he wasn't winning, honey. He wasn't looking good out there at all. I don't know what his deal is. He plays in, when we see footage of him working out in the gym, he always in there playing and Billie Jeaning and beating it and you know, thrillering and whatnot, even in practice. So he takes that also to the ring. That's how his behind got caught and put on his pockets. He was in there playing and got caught. So listen, they gave him the decision. I don't know if they did that because they knew it would spark so much controversy if they let Kataya win, knowing that he, you know, was on suspension. So they just gave the fight to Morel for even getting in there with him. I don't know. My eyeballs said that he lost, but he moves on. Question, friend, do you think he should be at 175 or do you think he's better suited for 168?
I think he's better suited for 168. That power did not go with him. It stayed right there at 168.
I have to agree. I think he should get more focused and get more disciplined and make weight at 168, because since he's moved up, he has not looked the same at all. Not only did he not look the same when he fought, what was that first guy he fought? Hot Rod. He didn't look the same when he fought Hot Rod. He definitely didn't look the same when he fought Benavidez. He didn't look the same yesterday. I think he's better suited at 168. And I think if he gets disciplined with his diet and his just life in general, he could make it back down there and fare better. But we'll see. He slid by last night, and it was controversial to me too. So we'll see. And I want to see if old Katiev is going to fight again, seeing that his suspension is public and whatnot. Anyway, moving right along. So then we get to what I thought was going to be the fight of the night, and which was a damn good fight. Subriel Matias versus Puello. Now, Puello was the champion coming into that fight, and to me, that was probably the closest fight of the night. It went all 12 rounds. Nobody got knocked out, but it was a very brutal 12 rounds. Friend, how did you score that fight, and did you agree with the winner?
Initially, I didn't until I went back and watched it again, and then Matias kind of edged it out a little bit, friend. Puello got old last night. Real old, real quick. He looked normal, but at first I was like, damn, Matias lost this fight. But then I was like, Then it was a draw at best, you guys. Let me not lie. It was a draw. That's what I would give it.
Yeah, I didn't think he did enough to take his belt. I always consider that when it's a championship fight. Was it convincing enough to say, oh yeah, he won that fight? And to me, it was not. I'm like you. I stopped scoring it. So in my mind, to me, it wasn't that it was like it was a close fight. So I was hoping for the draw and that Puello would keep his belt. But I just did not think Subriel did enough to win his belt, to take it from him. I don't think he never hurt him. He didn't wobble him. He didn't put him on his pot. He didn't do enough to me except for continue to move forward. And maybe his aggression is what did it for him in the judge's eyes. The scorecards yesterday were kind of off kilter for me too, but I don't know. I just didn't think he did enough to take Puello's belt. Puello used his jab, but he fought the entire fight basically on his back foot. He never got a chance to really get offensive with Subriel. You know, he's very, very aggressive. And for a fighter like him, you're going to have to either make him look crazy and miss a lot, or you're going to have to hurt him. And I thought Puello was going to follow the Paro recipe, but he didn't move as much as Paro did. Paro didn't stand there and get hit as much as Puello did, and I think that's what did him in, because he didn't move. He stood there with him. He was on his back foot, on the ropes. He got cornered a lot. So I could see judges thinking that Matias's ring generalship and his aggression is what won him the fight.
And it wasn't till the end of the fight, because the majority of the fight, Puello was like standing on business. He got old and tired at the end. He couldn't give up. That's what did it. The end of the fight.
Yeah.
I want to say like 9 round. Round 9, he really started to slow. 10 and 11, he was holding the shit like real bad, friends. So yeah,
I gotta go back and watch it.
Yeah, go back and watch it.
I gotta go back and watch it. I see y'all coming in. Thank you guys so much. Hit that like button on your way in, please, and thank you. Yeah, I just Heist. I kind of had a Puello too. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. I don't know. I didn't feel like Matias did enough to win, to me. But I'm gonna go back and watch it and see if I have a change of opinion. But it was a very good action-packed fight. Okay, with no dead moments in the fight. It was all action the whole time. And no, I would never say it was a robbery because it was super duper competitive. That's why I was thinking draw. But congratulations to Subriel. Okay.
He said, but I don't care if you just fought. Let's announce your next fight right now and let's get active, because you don't get no break.
You saw that too?
I did. I was like, damn. He can't even go home and celebrate his ring. He had to stare down in the ring and everything. I was like, golly.
November. Man ain't playing about his fight cards. You understand me? You understand me? He is not playing about his fight cards. Get that eye patched up. We'll see you in November. Okay? Thank you. Then we had the co-main event. Okay, because it was a double main event. And I know a lot of people were pissed off because Shakur's fight was not last. I know. I was one of those people. I felt like Shakur should have been the headliner. I did. We're going to talk about the headliner, though. But we're going to get into Shakur, Stevenson, and Zepeda. Friend, who did you have winning yesterday? Did you have Puello winning, or did you have Matias winning?
I had Puello winning, actually.
I did too. Okay, so we both missed the mark on that. Now, on this next fight, I think, who'd you have winning, Zepeda versus Shakur?
I had Shakur.
Okay, we both had Shakur. Okay, how'd you feel about that fight yesterday, friend?
You know, I'm not no hater, and it's Sunday, and I'm obligated to tell the truth on Sunday. Shakur don't get a hate out of me. He shut me the hell up. He showed me that I actually can fight, and I'm not a runner. I'm not a track star. He is very, very, very defensively sound. I texted my friend last night, And I told my friend that this motherfucker slick. And that's just honestly like the only word that I could think of it is slick. He baited Zepeda into thinking that those ropes was doing their business. And I was like, he gonna have to chill or he finna get stopped. Like, he gonna have to relax. Um, Shakur shut me up. Shakur shut me up. That was when I say you gonna have to get out and stand on business and show me something. I was not bored. I stayed up the whole fight. Um, Typically I would have went to sleep in a Shakur fight. I went to never mind. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. All right, I suffered. Okay, I suffered. But that was exciting. I'm proud of the Shakur. That type of performance that he needed. He needed to pop out and show somebody, and he did. He looked great. The defense was great. I love how he baited Zepeda into thinking the ropes was his friend. He had Zepeda so gung ho that those ropes was doing it. It was beautiful. I loved it. It was excellent. And when I say when people call you boring, you could be boring and still put on an excellent performance. That was it. That's how you do it, Shakur. You got a lot of fans last night off that because people thought you was a runner. You looked great last night. It was fantastic.
I agree. He did look good last night. And I'm not one of the people who feels like because he talks so much shit, he got to knock people out. You don't necessarily have to knock people out in order to talk shit, but you do have to put on a dominant performance. And he did that last night. Okay. Well, he's not known as a knockout puncher. He says he's going to put belt to ass. Well, I don't want to say never. I'm sure he sometimes gets carried away and says, I'm going to knock folks out. But he knows, just like we know, that slim chance to none. Okay. But putting belt to ass can also mean completely dominating your opponent for 12 rounds, making them look a level below you. And that's what he did yesterday. I like the fact that he embraced the whole Tom and Jerry comment that was made by Turkey Al-Sheik. I love the fact that he came out with Tom and Jerry hat on during the press conference and during his walk down to the ring. I love the fact that he says Jerry always beats the hell out of Tom. I don't know what y'all been watching. He always gets the better of Tom. And that's exactly what he did last night. So I think it motivated him to go in there and show that he is more than just movement. And people needed to see that from him. You know, I know people give Turkey a hard time for saying what he said. Y'all really thought the ring was going to shrink. Y'all really thought the ring was going to be 10 by 10. Y'all really thought that. However, it put some fire under his ass, and he needed that because y'all had been talking about him like a dog. So last night's performance gave you what you needed to see from him. And I'm not going to sit up here and call Zepeda no bum. I'm not going to call Zepeda trash. I'm not going to do that. That was a great fight for Shakur. It just showed that he's levels above Zepeda. What he told you he was. He told you he was, and then he showed you that he was. So what are we mad about? Like, why? I know some people are like, well, I ain't giving him credit. Zepeda was trash. Y'all got to stop with that. Y'all really have to stop with that. Zepeda's not trash. Shakur is just better. Okay? Can we agree on that? Ring was a normal size. He just decided he was going to fight a different fight. He got out of his comfort zone. He's comfortable with moving and winning. But yesterday, he stayed in the pocket. He was on those ropes. Now, I was screaming for him to get his ass off them ropes, too, because he got hit and he lost his footing, and it looked like it was almost going to be something bad. Because, honey, his baby girl didn't know no better. She was like, Daddy, he almost knocked you out. Did you see that little footage of his girl?
When I tell you hollering, I was hollering. I thought that was hilarious, friend.
Listen, baby girl said, daddy, he almost knocked you out. I was like, but that's what her eyes saw because shit, you was in there stumbling on them ropes and whatnot and got caught. So listen, shout out to Shakur Stevenson for putting on a really good performance yesterday. Shout out to Shakur Stevenson for doing what he said he was going to do. He made him look levels below him, and he did. Now, what I want to know is what's next for Shakur. That's the question because he has a couple of options. He can entertain the fight again with Kid Austin. Because he's not saying that he won't. He's just saying that, there needs to be some stipulations in there so we won't have the same kind of foolishness we had the first time. Not mad at that. Not mad at that at all. Of course, what we all want to see, most of us, we want to see Shakur and Tank Davis. Right now, we can't, I don't even want to have a conversation about Tank Davis because I don't know what's going on with him. So I can't even have a realistic conversation about Tank and anybody at this point. I saw a lot of people saying, screw the Lamont rematch. We want Tank and Shakur now. And I understand why he's saying that because he's so wishy-washy. We don't know what's going to happen with Tank. But what do you want to see next for Shakur, friend?
The winner, oh no, they moved up. The winner of Tank versus Lamont Roach.
Well, interesting you said that because Lamont Roach said he and Shakur both have a verbal agreement that they want to fight each other. So because we don't know what's going on with Tank Davis, we may possibly get Shakur and Lamont Roach sooner than we expected. I don't know. Or maybe we get Shakur and Tank if he becomes available and is ready. Who knows? All I know is yesterday, Shakur did what he was supposed to do. He fought a really good defensive fight. His upper body movement is superb. He was rolling and dodging all the punches that came from Zepeda. And he made it look easy. That takes a lot of focus. He's the complete opposite of David Morel. Okay, he loses focus during fights. And that's hard to do, y'all. Keep focus for 12 rounds of the same thing because Zepeda didn't change a thing. He didn't adjust to anything. He kept coming with the same thing. It's hard to not get bored in there and not get caught slipping, but he has very good focus and he just made it seem like he was levels above Zepeda yesterday. So shout out to Shakur. Okay. Shout out to Shakur with a really good performance. He shut a lot of people up. I know his hater, folks who can't stand him, ain't never gonna be satisfied. But he shut a lot of people up yesterday with that performance. Now, let's get to this main event because baby. First, let me read this super chat. Thank you so much, G-Ball. G-Ball came through with $10. He said, just showing love. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. Not my man, Janae. Listen, all during fight week, during the build-up for this fight, young Edward Berlanga has been the most disrespectful little gremlin you could ever imagine. I mean, just completely disrespectful and for no good reason. Hamzah, is quiet spoken. Thank you, Ravens Nation. I haven't seen you in a while. He says, good evening, queens, black queens. Thank you. Good evening. Yeah, Janae, I didn't know y'all was married, girl. You love him. Mm-hmm. So he's been so disrespectful for no good reason. Hamzah ain't been talking no noise. He hasn't been talking no trash. He's just there to do the interviews, to do the publicity for the buildup of the fight. And for whatever reason, Edgar just feels the need to be the most disrespectful gremlin he can be. Well, yesterday, Frank, what did you think about yesterday's fight with Edgar and Hamzah?
I told you what was coming. I told y'all Friday what was coming. Didn't nobody believe me. I told y'all what was coming. He was getting the BTA. I
It
didn't
was a
think
real BTA.
I didn't think it was gonna happen that early, but I knew the BTA was coming. He didn't have nothing. He didn't have nothing for that man, and he don't have a chin. But that's what you get for walking out with an oatmeal pie and a K leg. Don't lean back, buddy. You the only person that got lean back last night. Why you walk out the lean back out of all things? And what the hell is wrong with Clarissa? Leave that woman alone. She shot her best friend, ma'am. Quit teasing her. Quit picking at her. Because the moment she pop off on you, you ain't even going to understand. And I'm giving you good sister advice. That woman is not messing with you. She came out there to do her job. You beating on your chest and shit out there in the audience and stuff. You look crazy, all right? And you too cute for that. I just can't. I don't understand why you just. It ain't even about her. But let me tell you, when you decided to walk out with an oatmeal pie, you should have known it was gonna be a sweet night for you. You know what happens when you eat too much sugar? You get a rush.
Friend,
Well,
who's the oatmeal pie?
Fat Joe, he got an oatmeal pie stomach and a K leg. You ain't never seen his stomach? It look like oatmeal pie. Okay.
Are you finished? Okay. Well, I'm gonna read some super chats. Thank you, Ramses. Where you been? Ramses, love my sisters. Thank you. I haven't seen you in here in a month of Sundays. Where you been, Ramses? And Canelo dug me. Thank you so much for the $4.99. He says I was disgusted with the way Shakur fought last night. Turkey is really trying to handicap us. Got us fighting like flat-footed Mexicans. Nasty work. Canelo dug me. So why were you disgusted? He took no damage. He took very minimal damage. He just gave a more exciting fight. I didn't see it that way. Brian Clark, thank you so much for the $2. He says even Edgar Berlanga was forced to lean back. Baby, he was leaning back. He got knocked from side to side. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know that song. We got a song, used to be a song, a banger down here. It's like front, what is it? Back, front, back, it's side to side. That's what he got last. He got put in the washing machine. Back, front, back, it's side to side. That's the 11. Never let. Yeah, that what happened to him. Yep.
But that's what he get when he was twerking it and dropping it like it's hot. His ass should have been damn practicing. For real, for real.
While you was in there on your knees shuffling and whatnot in the ring. Yeah. Should have been bobbing and weaving, homeboy. Scarcities, thank you so much. He says put Edgar in that backwood. Yeah, he did. He took him back there and wore his ass out. Canelo Dugby came back and said, and Berlanga get him a job. Oh, yeah. Well, we've had a job lined up for him for quite some time. Okay. I'd like for him to go ahead and open up, Edgar Scissorhands. Gonna open up that barbershop right on the side of the bodega or right on top of the bodega and call it a day. That's what I want for him. Him and his people always come with the best cuts. They have the nice, crispiest lines, nice, crispy parts. I want him to go ahead and start promoting Edgar Scissorhands, the barbershop. I think that would be perfect.
Keisha, and she was shooting at Remy. That's what she did. She was shooting at Remy, and Layla Ali this weekend.
Oh, she was shooting at Layla too. Oh wow! Hey Drew, thank you, Drew. Drew said the Queens. Thank you, Drew. Yeah, it was interesting that you said Layla, and I'm gonna get back to Edgar Berlanga and Hamzah Sheeraz because Hamzah Sheeraz definitely deserves some praise for what he did. Yeah, he was doing the Lord's work. Yeah, and Allah was pleased with him yesterday. Okay. But Layla Ali was on the commentary team as well. And I saw a little snippet where they were saying that saying that they heard a rumor that she would come back out of retirement for a certain amount of money. And she was like, no, that's not a rumor. What I said was it would take at least 15 to 20 million dollars for me to think about coming out of retirement. And the guy was like, the interviewer was like, well, you know, Turkey has that kind of money. She was like, I mean, they're going to have to call my people. They're going to have to call me and we'll talk about it. She said, but it's going to take at least 15 to 20 for me to think about coming out of retirement. And then she asked the guy, she says, do I look like I can still fight? And he says, yeah. And she says, mm-hmm. I was like, okay, Layla. Now, Layla is 47 years old, so I do not recommend that for her. I do not. I absolutely do not. I don't want to see that right now. That ship has sailed. Okay? But, yeah, I don't want to see that. I didn't know Clarissa was throwing shots, though. What did she say about her?
You know, they've been going back and forth for years. I can't tell you exactly what she said, but I'd have to go over there and look at Twitter. She was doing it on Twitter.
Okay. Well, Brian Clark says Sheeraz didn't like him yelling the N word. I didn't either. I don't either. I don't at all. Okay. Yeah. Now, and the other thing I wanted to say about this, because I noticed that Sheeraz, when he does his after fight, and when they get him on the mic, and people love to call out all the people that they doing it for, all the Asians, the Mexicans, the so and so, but we don't never get no acknowledgement as Black people. And I think it's weird in a way, because I don't think like somebody foreign, I don't know, they don't know what to say. Like, do they say to all the Black Americans? Do they say just to the Black people in general? Like, if you were a foreigner, how would you address Black people? Like, what do you say that's not offensive? I wanted to ask you, friend, and I wanted to ask the Queen's Court, what would be appropriate for like a foreigner to say? Because I noticed he thanked all the Mexicans for coming out, the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, the Asians. He didn't say white people, and he didn't say Black people. How do you address that? How do you
call me homie or something? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Because everybody is offended. I wouldn't mind Black Americans. Well, I mean,
I don't know. I genuinely don't know how a person that's not from here would or should address Black people if they want to thank them, or how does that work? It's very weird, boxing gyms. It is. It's a very weird dynamic, because anything you say is gonna offend somebody. Sticks and jabs, I love it. Bruvs. That's it. That's sticks and jabs. That's it. Bruvs. Bruvs, especially with him being from London or being from over there. Bruvs. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see. Who else did we get a super chat from? Janae came in. She says, at least he didn't say to all my nakers. He has way more poise intact than that. He knows better. Yeah. Wait a minute. Who had a problem with what Buzz said when he was talking to him in Egypt? What did he say, Drink? What did Buzz say? And Scarcity says the original American looks like y'all, Nik. I understand. So scarcities, you're saying he should say the original Americans? Is that what the people should say? I just thought that was curious. Boxing gyms, he ain't gonna never let it go, baby. He's never gonna let it go. Not never. But I did think that was interesting. But what was more interesting was the way he whooped his ass yesterday. Okay. Sheeraz was his first fight at 168 pounds. People were doubting him real bad because he got that gifted draw against Carlos Adames. But he did say he hurt his hand in that fight. Okay. He hurt his hand in that fight and he was shrinking down to 160. So he decided to move on up. And then he moved up to 168. He got a new trainer and he whooped on his head yesterday, y'all. Really, really, really badly. I picked Hamzah to win, and I really wanted it to go the exact way it went. It was beautiful. I loved it. I thought he was gonna jab him to death, but really, Hamzah kind of looked like Fundora in there to me yesterday. He wanted the smoke up close and personal, and he basically took that man's head off. And I loved every minute of it. And even after he got beat up, when he came over there to shake hands with Hamzah, did y'all see Hamzah shake his hand and then pat him on the head like a dog? I loved every minute of it. It was beautiful. He put him in the blender. He mixed him up. Edgar's head went whop, whop. His eyes said, it was just a beautiful thing to watch. Like every punch to me was like, don't say it no more. Don't say it again. I heard what you was talking. It was like it was just beautiful. I loved everything about it. He was great yesterday. Where does Edgar go from here, friend? Or Edgar Berlanga.
To the barbershop, car wash, with a mobile detail center. I don't know where you going, but he better keep his ass out of that damn ring. I tell you that. Because he gonna mess around and get hurt. Barbershop, car wash, mobile car dealer. I don't know, friend. Either way, he gonna have to stay out the ring.
What was he thinking? What was Edgar thinking?
He was thinking that same thing Amanda was thinking. They finna go on a losing press conference.
Shakur was the only Puerto Rican who had some success this weekend, really. Was it? Yeah. Is Matias Puerto Rican or is he Dominican? I think he's Puerto Rican. He had some success.
I thought he was Dominican.
I don't know. I'm not sure. One of them. Yeah, Matias. Janae said Matias. Yeah, Matias. Yeah, Matias. Mm-hmm. It was great to watch. I was so thrilled and happy. Janae says, at least he didn't say, no, that was old. Main Biker, thank you so much. He says, Hamzah spanked Berlanga for his foul mouth. He was humble. Yeah, he did. And I told y'all he was going to get beat at home and embarrassed and shamed. And he did just that. He got embarrassed. Like that was a good old fashioned, it was almost child abuse. I loved every minute of it though. And I don't be liking brutal fights like that, but I loved every minute of it because I'm just not a fan of Edward Berlanga. And I was before I started to hear him speak. When he was winning and knocking people out in the first round, I was like, okay, I see him. Okay, all right. But then he just, somewhere along the lines, he lost himself. He really did. I mean, he was taking gulps of the Kool-Aid. He was eating Berlanga cereal. Yeah. So he needed that. He needed exactly what happened to him yesterday. And we're going to find out if he really, truly loves boxing or not. Because to get up and dust yourself off from that kind of ass whooping, it's going to take some mental fortitude. And I don't know if he has it. I don't know if he has that. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was a great fight card. Friend, how did y'all feel about the fight card from 1 to 5? 1 being bad, 5 being really, really good. How good of a fight card was that for y'all yesterday?
I give it a 4.95. It was up there for me. Every card on there was a banger, like every single one. They fought their ass off, and I can appreciate that. So they get a 4.95 for me.
Okay. I agree. I'm in the 4.5 range. I'm up in there too. Every fight was very entertaining. I think the commentary left a little to be desired, in my opinion. But overall, it was a very, very good fight card. I enjoyed every minute of it. And I think that we're gonna have another good one with Ring 4, which brings me to the press conference and the kerfuffle that happened in the hotel lobby between Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr. So now, if you are not, if you're new here, let me just tell you guys that we like both of the gentlemen in that co-main event. Okay. And we ain't giving our picks until the final hour. Okay. Because I'm torn. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. I'm torn. But I'm so happy that they came together to actually make the fight, because so many people thought it wasn't gonna happen. And it looks like some people are still saying they think, Devin Haney's gonna some kind of way wiggle his way out of this fight. That's what Sean Porter had to say on his podcast, which pissed Devin Haney the fuck off, because he said, "Oh, you think my daddy gonna do like your daddy did in that Bud Crawford fight?" I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god." Anyway, we saw the little kerfuffle in the lobby. Some people thought the bodyguard was doing too much. Some people thought the bodyguard was doing his job. Friend, where do you sit with that? How do you feel about
that? I thought he was doing too much, and I'm gonna tell you this. I hope y'all don't never, whoever we fight, I hope y'all ain't never ever smart enough to put y'all hands on nobody while I'm around, because we getting kicked out. We getting kicked out. Some tables getting turned over, something. But the Mr. Security man was like that when he came out here to Dallas. Like,
he's like that all the time.
He's like that all the time. It's not that serious, boo boo. Like, for real, for real. I don't know how much you get paid, but you acting like he's worth every damn dollar, and you need that money real bad. And I don't like for people to act like they need money. So stop. You ain't got to do all that. You don't.
88 Sports Talk, thank you so much for the $5. He says Shakur versus Zepeda should have been the headline, not Berlanga. Shaking my head. Well, I don't think Berlanga gonna be headlining no time soon. Maybe that's why they did that for him, because they know he's not gonna be doing it no time soon. Yeah. My take on the bodyguard is that it felt like he was doing too much. However, I understand that is his job. His job is to guard his person. His person is Devin Haney. He was right there looking at the whole kerfuffle play out, and everything was cool until Brian touched Devin in the chest, and Devin pushed Brian's hand off. So then bodyguard steps in the middle, and then here we have a kerfuffle that should have really never happened. But what I could tell you is what my friend said. That's that man's job. He do his job. It ain't just Brian Norman Jr. It isn't just certain people. He's like that with everybody. If you ever see Devin Haney, you're gonna see that gentleman. He's just doing his job. He just doing his job. And I know he knows who Brian Norman Jr. is. But I can't fault the man for doing his damn job. Sorry, I can't. Would I have rather him not escalated the situation? Because he escalated the situation. Absolutely. But I love the way Brian Norman Jr. is handling all of this shit. He's laughing his way through all of it. He's not taking any of the shit seriously. The fight is made, and he's making fun of it himself. So that I can appreciate. But I would love for the bodyguard to not have done all
calm the hell down. Yeah, calm the hell down. That's what she's trying to tell your ass. You need to calm the hell down.
Drink more water. If they ain't going, he don't have a lesson to learn. He's doing his job. That's the thing, y'all. He's just doing his job. That's what he's supposed to do. He's not supposed to let anybody touch his target. That's what they pay him for. That's what that is. Keep your hands to yourself till we get in that ring. That's what that is. Sorry. I know it looked over the top. It did. I'm not going to even deny that. But that man was doing his job. Just saying. Boxing and barbecue, he needs a bodyguard for people like you. He needs a bodyguard for retarded, sick, stupid ass. I'm sorry, not you specifically, but for fans of other boxers who hate him, and for people who hate him, who don't know him, who would do him harm just because, and so they could get on the internet and say, ooh, 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 look what I did to Devin Haney. That is why he needs a bodyguard. And he needs a bodyguard the same way Tank needs a bodyguard, the same way Floyd walks around with a bodyguard. That's why.
It's a whole lot of those sickos out there too, just an FYI.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. We're not finna sit here and act like people ain't on the internet all day wishing death upon that man because they suck on somebody else's peen in their imagination. So yeah, miss me with that. That was dumb. Sorry. Just had to say that. Anyway, the press conference. People were thinking that Bam was going to have to be at the press conference and that was going to be done for him to be there because he got a fight coming up. Well, Bam was not at the press conference. He is in camp because he has a fight coming up this week. But we had all the other players on the stage. And it was a good press conference. Friend, how do you feel about this matchup with not only Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., but I want to know how you feel about David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard.
Oh, I can't wait to see your face when that fight comes about. Yeah, friend. I don't. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay. I don't know. The way it's raining and stuff out here, so my camera keeps connecting out. But yeah, I can't wait to see your reaction to that because I know both of those are your guys. But I got David Benavidez and about 10, friend.
I wasn't even asking you for your pick just yet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I just was asking how you felt about the fight.
I think it's a good fight. I think David Benavidez should continue to show out. I think David Benavidez should continue to show out, and he's gonna show on Anthony's ass. I hope you're all right with it.
That whole card gonna have me in my feelings.
I already know. Not me. I'm coming here with my picks and I'm saying them loud and proud, and you got your face so up in my shit. I'm telling you right now. Especially that Devin Haney, Brian Norman Jr. fight. We're gonna be in this bitch tussling.
No, we not.
We gonna be in this bitch tussling. Cause you're gonna be like, friend, I can't believe the way me and Brian be talking, friend. When I say Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. That young man has the gift of gab, and let me tell you,
he does. He
he been
absolutely does.
his auntie Boxiana be giving him some of the unmentionables. And listen, when I tell you, baby, ooh, he gonna be a force to be reckoned with by the time y'all see him again.
He don't need no help. That's the thing. He don't need
You know
no
him.
help. None. That I hope Devin doesn't even try to attempt to win the shit talking battle, because that's gonna go about like Jamel and what's his face did, Tony Harrison. That don't even do that. Don't even try to attempt to go back and forth with him talking. Don't even try. Don't do it, because he got a slick Southern mouth. I mean, a good slick Southern mouth. Oh Lord.
He's
Anyway,
out there where your security at.
now when he said FN, I was like, Jesus Christ. This is whew, Lord have mercy. Anyway, you know what, Akil? I said from the start, that's gonna be a Hagler Ray Leonard kind of fight. And people thought I was crazy when I said that, but that's how I'm viewing that fight. And anything can. I don't know what's gonna happen, but in my mind, that's how I feel like that fight is gonna go. Anyway, yes, CW, that's what we were talking about on the stage. The face off, yeah, heard all of that, heard it all. Yes, and yes. I think it's gonna be way better than some of you guys are imagining. But we'll see. He does study drink. He absolutely does. He does. He is a student of the game and young. Yes. I'm going to be so messed up. I'm going to just tell y'all right now. I'm going to have my dark shades on.
Yes, you is. You're going to need him. You're going to need him.
I'm going to have my dark shades on, them same ones that I ain't going to be no good. Yeah, I'm not gonna be mad either, Akil. But depending on the outcome, I may come in here with my dark shades on the next day. I don't know. Anyway, great press conference though. Looking forward to November. Okay, and I tend to be one of the people. I like that Turkey Al-Sheikh has the fight cards lined up. So we don't have to wait. You know, we get most of this happens anyway. He just letting it be known. Like people are upset because he let it be known who he wanted to win last night. And people say promoters shouldn't be telling, he shouldn't be being biased. Y'all don't think that when Bob Arum is putting on a fight, he doesn't want his fighter to win? Do you think that when Tank Davis is fighting on Premier Boxing Champions, Al Heyman and GTD are not wanting him to win? All promoters want their guy to win. Like, why are we acting so crazy and sensitive like that's something new? Because he said it out loud? Y'all like to get lied to? What are we doing here? Anyway, I love that he has these people on fight cards, because to me it says, as long as you're putting on a decent performance, you know you have a fight coming up next. You don't have to be trying to scratch and wait and climb and figure out what you're doing next. If Bam has a good fight this week coming up, he knows he's fighting again in November. Now, if something goes wrong and he needs to be replaced, then he'll be replaced. But I love the fact that these people know what they have going on moving forward. I just do. Anyway, was there anything else? Rick, I don't want to talk bad to you today, but you sure pushing it. You pushing it. You want me to talk crazy to you today, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna allow you to bring me.
Don't do it. Don't trade places where I didn't came from.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's all right. No, I saw that. Derek Lewis is a freaking nut, y'all. I don't know if y'all know him, but he's a UFC fighter. And he has the most legendary post-fight interviews you ever did want to see. And he fought last night, and his interview last night was another very memorable post-fight interview. He's a nut, and he's from Houston, Texas. So anyway, let's say, was it anything else? Do we want to touch on the female card? Because I think we called that card, so we talked through the entire thing pretty much.
Yeah, we did. Shout out to my cousin, the greatest to ever do it right now. I'm so proud of her.
You
And
gotta say her name, friend.
Shadesha Green, you already
Yeah.
know. Shout out to Shadesha and her team. They deserve very much well deserved. They very much well deserve that. Amanda Serrano needs a job. Katie Taylor can come back and fight again. But Amanda, you need a damn job.
Amanda can go do the doobies at the on the other side of Vegas barbershop. She can.
However, however, either way, she needs to be stopped because she finna have a speech impediment real soon.
She got one now.
It's gonna be worse.
Well, damn. Thank you so much. Dreamwood Water came back with the $5. He says major fight weekend next week. Bam, Usyk, Dubois, Pacquiao, Pacheco, Fondora, Sue, Pac-Man gonna be glued to the couch all day. Absolutely, and I love it too because you know the Usyk fight, the Usyk and Dubois fight is gonna be earlier up in the day, and it's gonna take us right into the evening fights. I'll probably be in attendance at the BAM fight somewhere. So that should be fun. And we were asking what Edward Berlanga does next. I would love to see if Pacheco comes out of this McCombie fight. I would love to see Pacheco and Hamzah Sheeraz. I think that's a really good fight matchup. I think that would be a really good fight matchup because I do not believe that what Turkey wants, which is Canelo versus Hamzah, is gonna happen. After what happened, what we watched last night, Canelo not finna fight that man. If he didn't fight David Benavidez, he certainly is not about to fight Hamzah Sheeraz. He is not. So I say Hamzah and Pacheco. That's what I want to see next. And depending on what Bud does, we might not see Canelo no more. Y'all see Bud last night? Looking thick all up in the neck. Did you see that, friend? Bud thick all up in the neck. He looking Katie Taylor is in the neck. Just saying. I don't know. Anyway, we have reached our hour mark. Friend, are you there? I can't hear you.
I'm here, friend. My connection to my camera keeps going out, so I just turned my camera off because I keep freezing in these awkward moments, and I don't want y'all see me looking crazy like that. So I just turned it off.
Okay, well, go ahead and close us out.
Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. It's been a long week for myself. I got a long next 2 weeks too. So y'all keep me prayed up and all that good stuff so I can come in here and hang out with y'all because I need all I can get. But plenty of what?
I'm reading the super chat. Go ahead.
Plenty of boxing coming up soon. And me and my friend are gonna be outside because we finna get outside. All right. So we'll see y'all.
Finna get active once again. And Boxing Fan Times 4 came in with a really good fight proposal. What about him, Billy? I forgot about him, Billy.
I ain't mad at that at all.
Ooh, I ain't mad at that at all either. Pacheco or Hamzah versus Billy is a really, really good fight. Either one works for me. Either one. And actually, Billy deserves the Canelo fight more than either one of them because he's been at the weight division longer and he has a he has an interim belt or something like that, whatever. Anyway, thank y'all so much for coming through. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great work week. Remember to mind your tone in delivery because folks are going through battles that you know nothing about. Okay. It don't cost a thing to be nice or kind to folks. So, have that in mind when you're dealing with your coworkers. I have to talk myself off the ledge daily because I be wanting to throw folks off the ledge. Anyway, love y'all. See y'all Friday. We have a great fight week coming up. I can't wait to talk about it on Friday with y'all. You know what? Will I be talking about it with y'all? Yeah. We'll be doing
Friday. You should.
We'll be doing a Friday show. We'll see y'all Friday. Have a great one. Bye, y'all.
Peace, y'all.